myself Dr. D. Ramesh and our colleague Nagar Shah, we are going to perform one practical experiment, that is potentiometric titration between ferrous ammonium sulfate and potassium dichromate. So this is for 3rd BSc 6th semester practical 7th paper part A. Aim of the experiment is potentiometric titration between ferrous ammonium sulfate and potassium dichromate. Chemicals required for this experiment are 3 normal potassium dichromate solution, ferrous ammonium sulfate solution. Volume of the ferrous ammonium sulfate solution is given at the end, and its normality also you have to determine, and 2 test tube full of 2 normal sulfuric acid, platinum electrode, calomel electrode, potentiometer, burette and pipette. So this is the potentiometer and 2 electrodes, one is calomel electrode and another is a platinum electrode. So you have to place the platinum electrode at the respective point, and these 2 electrodes are cleanly washed with distilled water, and these 2 electrodes are dipped in the given ferrous ammonium sulfate. To this you have to add 2 test tube full of 2 normal dilute sulfuric acid. Now I am going to introduce these 2 electrodes in the given solution. So this is a microburette. It is filled with the 3 normal potassium dichromate solution. So we shall discuss the principle of this experiment. The principle is ferrous ammonium sulfate in the presence of sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, acts as an oxidizing agent that oxidizes potassium dichromate into potassium dichromate is an oxidizing agent in acid media that oxidizes ferrous sulfate into ferric sulfate. So therefore the products are ferric sulfate, potassium sulfate and chromic sulfate. The net ionic reaction is ferrous is oxidized to ferric. Ferrous gets oxidized to ferric by the potassium dichromate. So therefore when platinum wire is dipped in the acidified more salt solution, ferric and ferrous electrode is obtained. The potential of this electrode is given by the equation E is equal to E naught plus 0.05916 by 1 log molar concentration of Fe3 plus and divided by molar concentration of Fe2 plus ion. So where the standard electrode potential is equal to plus 0.77 volts. So during this titration 2 electrodes are formed. One is a ferric ferrous electrode, another one is a calomel standard electrode. When these 2 electrodes are combined, the EMF of the cell is given by the electrode potential of ferric ferrous minus electrode potential of the calomel, that is the standard electrode. The net equation is this one. So what we have measured the EMF of the cell is calculated by the equation. So follows. First you have to take the given solution of ferrous ammonium sulfate in a beaker, add 2 test tube full of dilute sulfuric acid, and platinum and calomel electrodes are dipped in the solution. So first titration is a rough titration. So first you have to add 0.5 ml of the potassium dichromate at a time and note down the potential reading. So first I will add, so this is the initial reading 701. So now I am going to add 0.5 ml of potassium dichromate. For each addition, take the last drop at the end of the burette with the help of any one of this electrode, and the solution is stirred for a moment. Then note down the reading 722. So this reading is entered in this chart. Okay. Now add another 0.5 ml of potassium dichromate. 746. 746. Next 1.5 ml. So 770. Next 2. So this is 796. 2.5. $863. After adding 3 ml, the potential is suddenly increased. See here, 1200 and say take 37 or 40. So this is a 860, the previous reading. So the last reading 1240, that is the jump, sudden jump taking place 2.5 to 3. So therefore this is the range of exact neutralization point. So this is called rough titration. So in the next titration, after 2.5 you have to add 0.1 ml each titration. You have to add 0.1 ml of the potassium dichromate for each titration and record the once again EMF potential of the solution. Now after the jump you have to add 2 more readings. So 3 to 3.5. After then take the 2 more readings and note down the potential. So now it is 1321 and next 3.5 to 4. So now 1339. So once you find out the range of the titration, you have to stop the titration. You just remove these 2 electrodes and wash it with distilled water, and freshly you have to take the fresh once again 10 ml of the ferrous ammonium sulfate into another beaker, add 2 test tube full of dilute sulfuric acid, place the 2 electrode, and now you have to start the titration up to the 2.5. You have to add 0.5 dichromate. After 2.5 you have to add 0.1 each. That means 2.5 onwards 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, 3 like this till you get a supplement. And so this table shows the rough titration. So jump from 2.5 to 3. So therefore we decide the range of the titration is 2.5 to 3. So next titration, once again we record the reading, that is 0.5 688, 0, 0.5 714, 1 338, 1.5 762, 2 9 794, 2.1 800, 2.2 811, 2.3 822, 2.4 839 and 2.5 866, 2.6. So up to here we added 0.5 each. After 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 like this. So here we are getting the sudden jump in the range. So 866, 1060 to 1190. So like this you have to record the all this reading. Then after taking the E value, that is the EMF value, then you have to find out the delta E and delta E by delta V. So delta E means the difference of the successive 2 readings. So the difference between these 2 readings is equal to 26, and the difference of volume is equal to 0.5. So that is divided by the 0.5 gives rise to 52. Similarly, for the successive readings, you have to take the different delta E by delta V. So now this is 52, 48, 48, 64, 60, 110, etc. So after that, you have to plot a graph. So on the x-axis, this is the volume of the potassium dichromate, and this is equal to y-axis is delta E by delta V value. We plot the graph. So initially the ratio of delta E by delta V goes on, slowly increases and goes to a sudden increases to the certain point and come back to the normal position. So this sudden jump in the value, that is delta E by delta V, gives the, if you draw a line along this last high point, you will get the corresponding volume. This is the volume of the potassium dichromate required to neutralize the given volume of the ferrous ammonium sulfate. Part, we know the formula. Normality into volume of ferrous ammonium sulfate is equal to normality into volume of the potassium dichromate. We know the normality of potassium dichromate and volume of the potassium dichromate. This volume is obtained from the graph and this normality is given. So if you cross multiply this one, the unknown value is normality of more salt, that is equal to normality into volume of dichromate divided by volume of the more salt solution. If you substitute these values, you will get the normality of the more salt. So weight of the more salt per liter is equal to normality into equivalent weight of more salt. Equivalent weight of more salt is equal to 392 and the normality of the more salt is from the above step. So gives rise to the amount of more salt present in a dm cube solution. Finally, you have to mention the result. Amount of more salt present in the given solution is equal to so many grams. Okay, thank you very much.